Hello everyone. After showing my video about a shifting floorless witch farm yesterday, I got a brilliant suggestion in a comment by Albert Afstein. So instead of using a slime block wiper, he suggested to elevate the whole floor, which causes witches to glitch through. So this is different from a shifting floor where witches glitch through. So this works in 1.9. And I don't think there's anything that Mojang will ever do about this type of glitching through blocks. So all credit for this farm goes to Albert Afstein, really. He suggested this. I just made the farm out of it and did some optimizing and testing. So I think if Soul Sand shifting floors get patched in 1.9, this could be the new standard for a witch farm. It's really super simple to make. You only need a hopper clock and then some upwards facing sticky pistons with some slime blocks and solid blocks attached to it and a little bit of redstone timing, so it's really compact. I already did a 5-hour test of this farm to measure the rates, and they're really good. I got 6,880 items per hour on average. The reason why this type of farm is better than the slime block wiper farm I showed yesterday is that you don't block as many spawning spaces as in the slime block wiper farm. So the bottleneck in a witch farm isn't the mob cap or something else, it's just the amount of spawning spaces that you have. Obviously, if you elevate the floor, no witches can spawn on it, and also witches that spawn block a spawning spot. So it's not possible that a second witch would spawn in the same spot. Also, if the witch moves around, for example, if it stands between blocks, it could block 2 spawning spots at once, and I think if it stands in the middle of 4 blocks, it could even happen that it would block 4 spawning spots. So obviously there's a sweet spot for the hopper clock between elevating the floor and getting rid of the witches fast. So yeah, if the clock would be too slow, then a lot of witches would spawn in there and block a lot of spawning spots. And if it would be too fast, then the spawning floor is elevated too often and would also prevent spawning. So yeah, I kind of solved this problem, found an optimum solution for it. I estimated that a witch that doesn't move that regularly and doesn't block more than 1 spawning spots a lot of times. So I estimated that a witch would block about 1.25 spawning spaces in its lifetime. And the results were that the optimum would be if the period length of a hopper clock would be 10 to 12 seconds. The minimum amount of signal length that the pistons need is 6 game ticks. So for a 6 game tick signal that is created here, so we power the solid block, and 6 game ticks later we cut the power again to create a 6 game tick signal that causes the witches to glitch through reliably. I also tried a 5 game tick signal. That doesn't work 100% reliable. It works sometimes, but not reliably. So basically, if you give a 6 redstone tick signal to the piston, the spawning floor deactivates the spawning spots for about exactly 9 game ticks. That's one side of the equation. The other was the amount of witches that block the spawning spaces. Also, a minor role plays the delay between the activating floors. The floors are obviously activated from top down to the bottom, and there's in total a 16 game tick delay between the activation of the floors. that's as fast as possible, which always causes the witches to glitch through the floor after the top one. And yeah, that's also a minor factor in the equation, and it makes sense to also optimize that. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that redstone blocks don't abort spawning attempts at the layer that is selected for the spawning. For example, definitely an iron block would prevent would decrease the efficiency. I think redstone blocks don't. If they do, not 100% sure, could replace it with a cauldron, because I'm quite sure that cauldrons are transparent. Yeah, so that's for the math on this farm. So the 12-second interval, the efficiency would be reduced in theory by 8.2%. Of the maximum efficiency. A while ago, Spire made a test how fast how many witches would spawn in a perfect witch farms where the witches would be killed instantly. So he teleported all the witches out and killed them. That would be 100% efficiency, and he got a result of 7,600 items per hour. Also did the test again a while ago. My results differed a little bit. I really don't know why. I tested it for 25 hours. Maybe the use of a tick speed mod caused a difference. Also, I noticed that, for example, in the first 12 hours the rates were a little bit higher than in the second 12 hours. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I did wrong there. So my results were 7,450 items per hour, and the rates were better in the first 12 hours with 7,500 compared to 7,400 in the second 12 hours. Don't know if that was just fluctuation. I redid the 25-hour tests even and got the same results again. Maybe it was just fluctuation. I really don't know. That was just some info on the side. Yeah. I don't know if you really need a tutorial. If you want to build this in 1.9, it's super simple. Yeah, you can look at the world download. I use the leaves here just so the witches can't walk out and the slime doesn't attach to it. Also, leaves don't block any spawning attempts. So obsidian can't use. Yeah, you could use obsidian, but that would decrease the efficiency. Okay, I think I explained all about this farm. Thanks again to Albert Afstein for suggesting that. Yeah, really all credit goes to him for this farm. And yeah, have a good day and goodbye.